is tackling violence against women and girls globally a priority of yours?
So, tackling violence against women and girls is a huge priority for the government here in the UK, but it's also an area where we can learn from other countries. We've learned from work that Spain is doing, for example, to tackle domestic abuse, and where we can also share our experience worldwide as well. And I think this needs to be at the heart of foreign policy as well, because if you see something like what is happening in Sudan, where rape is being used as a weapon of war, where it is just a central part of the atrocities in the conflict, we need to shine a spotlight on that. We need to make sure that the suffering of the women and girls as a result of that conflict does not go ignored, and that we also involve women's voices in peace as well.
What inspires you?
What is inspirational is when you see what people around the world are doing, sometimes in the face of the most terrible adversity or the most serious challenges, and yet who are continuing to work to help others or to change things. And I also last week met an incredible woman who's working to support survivors of the sexual violence in Sudan in these emergency response rooms that the Sudanese volunteers have set up to provide help and support to civilians in the face of the most terrible conflict. I think when you see those kinds of inspirational things, that's I think it should be reason for anyone to think that we should be working together across the globe to tackle shared problems, because that's what also makes us stronger at home.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to young women who want to become leaders?
So, lots of people would give the advice to young women to say, believe in yourself. And that's the best way to become a leader. I suppose, would probably change that a bit and say, believe in what you can do to change things for others. Because I think sometimes when people just talk about believing in self, that isn't necessarily about changing things. Whereas actually there are some amazing women who will be inspired to change things for others and to do things to change the world.